Testing. Testing, testing. Testing, 1, 2, 3. All right, Nick. I'll be starting shortly. Just waiting for more people to show up. Oh, I'm just talking about discussion in general. So questions, everyday life, anything that's going around in the world, can be local, national, whatever. If anyone wants to discuss any issues they have, like questions they concerns or whatever. So my main goal is we can either have a discussion or we can or anybody can send me the questions and then I'll do my best to answer them, and then I'll gather all them together and then make another video, or I may invite some of the viewers back and go over these questions, and they can either those people, the viewers, can even ask those questions, and then we just compare them to whatever I found, and then yeah, and then we just discuss them. So that's basically the idea of this making this video. I mean, if you have any other suggestion, hit me up. Let me know, or just say something on the discussion board or on the comments, and I'll read them out. I'll read them out to any questions that you wanted me to bring up, and more than welcome to discuss it. Yeah, if you come up with questions, I'll bring it up to the video, and people can discuss it. Oh, good question. TikTok. Well, I can't really say a lot about it because a question asked what's up with TikTok. Like I said, so one of the members said, one of the viewers asked me about the TikTok ban. I don't really use it. Rarely. I might have. I think I signed up the account. Only because I want to use TikTok for my videos. But as far as banning TikTok, which we all know it's run by China, and there's a lot of conspiracy going how the Chinese are trying to get information from these Americans, or and from what I heard, there's kids, young age, having going on TikTok, and that's what the government or politicians, they're afraid that the Chinese are trying to get information from these kids, and that's one of the things that I see, and how the government wants to shut it down, because of they think the Chinese are using that platform to gain information to their advantage. So that's how I look at it. But I mean, if anybody has any other thoughts, that's here in the chat room. What everyone thinks, the government shutting down TikTok, but I don't know if it's fully been banned, because I think the House passed that bill, but I think now the Senate has to go through it. No, I got it. This is a bit too high. So if anybody has any other comments, I think there's only 2 people here so far. See what else. Yeah, like Nick, I can take that question. I'll and then I'll do a little bit more work on it, and see what I can come up with, and then the next video I can share it with whatever I came up. And then, like, here's another thing. If you want to reach out to me, you can use that code. You can use, there's my email. I have a Gmail account there. You can send me you can send me your questions or whatever. Just send me to that email. Yeah, absolutely. The Chinese that they make all the chips, so they can do whatever. Right? Absolutely. yeah. So who knows what the Chinese government is doing? Um, so they control a lot of these chips, um, and who knows what information they're gathering from us, and especially like you said, all these chips are being put into these technologies, and these chips are coming from China. But I think they're trying to make these chips here as well in the United States, but I don't know how well that's going. Yeah, thanks. I appreciate that, Nick. Yeah, like Michael said, the government is also speeding up on this ban because a lot of young men are pushing back against the Biden narrative. Um, so, yeah, could see them over the phone. TikTok is okay. Yeah, like I said, Nick, you're saying TikTok is actually the best news source for real journalism, and I am a former military journalist. Um, okay, yeah, like I said, I don't spend a lot of time on TikTok, but what I've noticed too, like try to get different types of information. Um, I don't get a true question, a true answer, because like if I look in different locations, it's always different. And when I look for information, I don't look on just one source. I look like two or three, and then combine them together. If they're similar, then okay, I can see yes, it's probably legit. But if one source says one thing and the other source says a whole total different thing, then something's just not right. Well, who's right and who's wrong? Um, like you said, Nick, TikTok, the TikTok is filled with propaganda. I think majority of the platforms are all controlled. Um, are all controlled. Because sometimes I think too, like there's the BBC channel from England. Sometimes I think like if they're giving news from about the United States, because they don't really care about our politics. So what agenda do they have to prove? You know, are they going to stay to one side of the political spectrum? They could be propaganda too as well. But there's a lot of platforms that you can really trust, and the most problematic is the big techs, like Microsoft, Apple. They all try to control to they all try to control so they can so it can what's the word I'm trying to come up with, so it can benefit them. So yeah. So what else? So let's see. Government's speeding up. Okay, we got that. What else? What else can we? Any of you have any other questions or discussions that to talk about? because like I had written down several questions, but these are just examples. Yeah, some of these examples are more on the federal side, but like we can talk about any type of question or any type of topic. It can be local, federal, global, whatever, or whatever you want to discuss. So here I came up with 5 questions. And like I said, this is more on the federal side. What do you think Joe Biden's foreign policy differs from previous administration? That's one question. What values do you believe Trump and Biden represent? The third question, what achievements do you credit to Trump presidency and where do you think he fell short? What is your opinion on Donald Trump's economic policies? And the last one, if you could sit down with either Trump or Biden, what would you ask them? So like I said, these are just some of the questions that I came up with. But then again, yeah, that's so it's whatever topic you want to discuss. We can certainly come up. We can still talk about it, or just send me that those questions through my email, my Gmail. If you go onto the QR code, my email is in there. And then and once you submit those questions, I'll try to do my best to answer them. But like I said, I want to be straightforward because I'm gonna be. I like balance. I like to stay balanced. I don't like to stick to one side or to the other side. I compare to both sides. So that's my theory. That's my goal. So that's what I'm trying to do. See, I'm hoping somebody else can come through. So the more people we have, the more fun we can have, and we can have a better discussion. Okay, let me look for that here. See, I have 2 things going. I have the camera, and then I'm watching the thing here on the screen. Okay, here we go. Okay, Nick. Good. I'll have to think on that. I'm frankly shocked. Those 2 are choices we have been given. Seriously, yeah. Well, yeah. So those are the 2 we have right now: Biden and Trump. But I know Haley was running for the Republican, and then unfortunately she was falling behind, and she wasn't going anywhere. But I think she was getting a lot of votes from Democrats and independents. But on the Democratic side, we all know that Biden is going to take the nomination for the Democratic side. But it's going to be interesting. But if you want changes, if you want changes through whatever is going on, we got to speak up. We got to speak up. If we don't speak up, and we're just going to keep on suffering. So, all right. So, what do you? Okay. So, Gaza Israel conflict. How would I solve it if I had a magic wand? That's a good question. Um, so there's a lot of money that the United States is investing out in the in the um, in the eastern side. But how much money is the government giving to us? Because we have a lot of issues going on here. So shouldn't we concentrating in our issues before we go spending all this money on other on somebody else's issue, like Gaza, the Ukraine, and but yes, well we have to stay on top of it, but I mean I'm not really. But you also got to understand there's a lot of other um, a lot of other information that's going on that we don't know. Because there's a lot of saying that the U.S. funds Israel, and how much of that funding goes to them. And then we also gotta think about too that at some point, I don't know which administration was funding a lot of stuff to Iraq, and then now Iraq is powerful, and then we also have to be careful with them too. So as far as the Gaza conflict, that's a good question. I have to think about for a second. How would I solve it? Or would you let Israel let them handle it themselves? Would you let them? Would you let them solve it themselves, and we just kind of stay on the side? But that will probably be. I mean, me personally, stay away from it and stay from the side, and then see how it progresses and see how Israel can handle it. But that type of question will probably be more of an expert to answer it. That's more involved in that issue. So that's probably how I would leave it at that. But another question, since you asked about the Gaza Israel, now should we continue funding Ukraine? You know, like the U.S. keeps sending all these billions of dollars to Ukraine, and what's it going to take for Russia to back up? I do remember when Tucker Carlson went to interview Putin. Now Putin said, stop funding Ukraine, and then most likely Putin would back up. Now, would he back up if U.S. stop funding Ukraine? But then I was also doing other searches. There's a lot more going on in Ukraine than what we don't know. That could be possibly why Putin wants to invade parts of Ukraine. But it's a lot of it's a lot of information that we don't know what's going on there. Sure, I still gotta turn this bit down. What else? What else, guys? What other questions? And I would appreciate it once you go there, my YouTube channel. my YouTube channel, Pod, P-O-D, Politics of Deception. If you could go up there and support me by subscribing, which is free, and just share it, I would greatly appreciate it. Okay, good. Bring down them videos. All right, what else? Yeah, that was either my future goal. Once I get a whole bunch of these questions, and then I wanted to bring like a whole bunch of viewers, and the viewers obviously is gonna come up with these questions, and then I really wanted to get an expert, but I want to get actually two experts. One, because like you always gonna know, you always gonna think, oh, that expert he or she leans more towards one side, but my idea was to get two experts, one from each side, and have them elaborate on those questions, on what they think. All right, Nick. Appreciate it, dude. We'll make those. Got and tell Heather I say hello. So yeah, I'm hoping more people can come through. Yeah, Nick, I will definitely look more into TikTok and see what information I can get from there. Yeah, I'll definitely do a lot of research there. Yeah, most likely. Oh, okay. With all these tensions in the atmosphere, which candidate do you trust to keep us out of World War III? So okay, so it's another good question. Well, between the two, Biden and Trump. So from what they say, and from what I've seen, what I've read in the Trump administration in his 4 years, there hasn't been anything close or any out in the world. There hasn't been any conflicts like the Gaza, the Ukraine, and then there were some other tensions going on or trying to spur up with the Taiwan, something like that. So when Trump was in office, you didn't really hear that much going on. So does that have anything to do with Trump being more powerful or more gutsy? Who knows? I mean, something could have. I mean, if he takes over, if Trump wins the election, well, we don't know. Well, we don't know if Putin will back up. We don't know. So if a World War III starts, I mean, it can probably start with any president. It can start with Biden. It can start with Trump. So who knows? I mean, I can't really tell the future, but I think I will feel a little more secured with Trump, because I think he'll be a little bit more gutsy to stand his grounds. And then he'll fight back. But I would lean more towards the Trump administration to make a difference and not create any other war. But like another thing that Trump says, once he takes office, or if he was president today, within 24 hours, Russia would back out. But I mean, it's easier said than done. So so that's my saying, Mike, on your question. Okay, come on. What else? So let's see. I went over that. Yeah. Once I can have the questions, then I can start working on answering them. Okay. Okay, cool. Let's see who else is in here. There's somebody else is in here. Let me refresh. Oh, I lost it. There we go. Okay. Right. Let's see where we at. Hey, Scott. Thank you for stopping by. Appreciate it. So just to inform you what's going on, I'm trying to do some Q&As. If I can be local, nationwide, or global, whatever questions you have, whatever concerns you have, you want to share it. And if you come up with several questions, like at least 5, and you can send them to my email. You can find my email. You can find my email on the QR code. Send them there. Send them questions there, and then I'll try to answer them. And then once I get a whole bunch of questions answered, I'll make another video, and I'll try to invite other viewers, and we can go over these questions and what they think. And then I'll answer those questions that I came up with. So that's my goal, for people to let their voices heard. And because we can't stay quiet, we gotta speak up. Speak up what concerns you. And I have Joe De Silva, Jody. Yeah, so I'd appreciate you guys having questions. Yeah, come on. If you have any questions, please. I'd like to hear some of your questions, or just send them to my my Gmail. You can scan the code here, and I'll really appreciate it. See who else is in here. Cool. Let's see. All right. So I can ask questions, and maybe next time I do this video, I can try to do a Zoom, and if you guys want to participate in discussions, whatever it may be, discuss about whatever topics. Like if you come up with certain questions, email it to me, then I'll set up a date, and then we can talk about it. Cool beans? So you guys have any thoughts on like any local, local within Connecticut or within our city that you guys want to talk about, discuss, share your experience, your observations, your insight, whatever it may be. So yeah, let your voice be heard. So let me see if I can come up with some questions. How's the state with the immigration? Do you think it's okay, or it's not bad, or it's worst, it's bad? Well, what do you think? Let's see who's gonna comment on that, or if anybody has any questions regarding that aspect, state it on the comment section. Yeah. I hope I'm not missing any questions, guys. So what else? Now, I guess everybody knows who runs Twitter, right? You know who runs Twitter, right? So comment in the section, in the comments, in the live chat, and see if you know who runs that Twitter. Anybody? Who runs Twitter? I'm sure you know. Anybody's gonna answer it? Everybody's sleeping? Bringing them on video. Should I? Let me see what this does. No, cancel. So yeah. Let me see if I can come up with more questions. What do you think about the grocery prices being so expensive? Or do you think small business should have some type of incentive, help from the government for these small business to grow, and then maybe pay it off little by little afterwards? What do you think about that? Another question that I came up with, I know one person in here is gonna know this question, and this is pretty funny. When Biden stated this several times, anybody making over $400,000 a year will get a higher tax bracket. Do you think that's a fair amount to be put in a higher bracket, or should that be a lot lower, maybe 100,000, 80,000? Then you get put into a higher bracket. Why did the Biden administration came up with that 400,000? That once you make that 400,000 a year, then you're going to be placed in a higher bracket. Why do you think that? Can anybody answer that? Come on. Who's in here? Come on. Come on, people. Get involved. Let me see. Who else is in here? Oh, I can't see it. Just make sure I didn't miss any questions. Sorry about that. I don't think I missed any questions. What did I do? Let's see who else is in here. Alright, come on, people. I want to hear some more questions. Participate, let's go. Andale. Come on, swipe left. I'm gonna screw this up, watch. There we go. Bring them on video. Come on, Joe. Come on, say something. Scott. So, what you guys have any other questions? What are your concerns? Do you think we're heading the right way? Do you think we need changes, or things are good the way it's going? Michael, come on. Did you guys went to the kitchen and get some food, some snacks? Okay, cool. So what other questions that you guys have? And like I said, try to come up with some questions and then send them to my email. And then I'll try to answer them. Would be greatly appreciated. And like I said earlier, if you go onto my YouTube channel, P-O-D, Politics of Deception, and then later on I'm gonna do a video with your questions and with the answers that I came up with. I mean, because it's kind of scary how things are going. Because they're saying that a lot of the Chinese are infiltrating into the farms. They're buying farms. I mean, I don't know if that can be an issue. So, who knows? As far as Connecticut-wise goes, I know we have one of the highest income tax in the country. But how can we make it better? I have I guess I can say colleague. He's running for U.S. Senate for the the U.S. Senate for the 3rd District. He wants to make some changes. So if he wants to introduce himself on the live chat, he's more than welcome. How do I feel about transgender people playing in sports school? The answer is obvious. Either in high school, schools, whatever schools, or professional, any type of sport, it's not fair to the opposite gender. Thank you, Bruno, for showing up. Greatly appreciate it. Yeah, I don't think you should combine other genders. I don't. It should be only one gender per sport. So if you have a female sport, and then you have a male transgender going to the female sports, it just an unfair competition. Now, how would you say, or would you solve that problem, or would the transgender people reject this idea? So if a transgender man or biological, so a biological man, and then you're a woman, if the biological man does not want to participate in men's sport, but you want to participate in a female sport, what if you participate in all genders sports? So let's say tennis. Have a competition in tennis or weightlifting or swimming, that all the competitors are all transgender. I think that way it would be a fair competition. So if in a swimming team, if you have all females transgender, I think that would be fair. But would the female transgender want to compete that way? Probably not. And another thing that I really despise is these. I won't say all of them, but majority of them go using the bathrooms. So let's say a father has a daughter, 12, 13 years old, goes into the ladies' room, and a female transgender goes into the bathroom. How would you feel comfortable with that? So I am 100% against that. Against the transgender in sports. No, it's not a fair competition. Yeah, that should, and then by allowing these transgender, I mean, all respect to them, to them, nothing against them, but the more you put it out there, because like me personally, like the past 3 years, I've heard so many different types of LGBTQ, There's so freaking many of them now. And that rainbow is just getting bigger and bigger and bigger with it's just getting ridiculous. I mean, just stay to the old-fashioned way. Yeah, so that's how. So that's how I look at it. What other question, guys? I mean, like, and that's one of the questions that anybody else wants to rephrase it in the transgender topic. You want to send me questions? So, like, if you want to ask me a question comparing to Trump's policy and Biden's policy, and then I'll do my best to answer it. I'll search and send me to my email. And then in a future video, I'll come up and with these answers. What about you, Bruno? You have any questions you like to ask? So, and now, do you think we have a fair election? Is the system that we have now, how effective is it? Cool, thank you. Yeah, maybe next time I'll give a notice that maybe a few days ahead, so this we can have more people come through, and then we can have more discussions, more discussions, and then like you guys can come up with questions ahead of time instead of the last minute, and then we can all share it and talk about it, because that's what this is all about. Us, everybody, and sharing their thoughts, and then we can learn something from it. I mean, I may have a different opinion, you may have a different opinion, and we may find a middle ground, and who knows, and then maybe we can solve some problems. Oh yeah, I like that question. Um, Great example. I have a huge issue uh, with the border crossing issue. Um, I'm going to elaborate a little bit more on that with the border issue. So Biden is allowing a lot of these people come through here, come through the border, and they just come, and then a lot of them get the asylum, and then, or they just come to the States, and then they get poor here and there, and then like what's going on in New York, they're getting free this, free that, credit cards, I think up to for $5,000, So they're getting all these benefits. They just come and then they got all these benefits. So if somebody from other country, like let's say somebody from Europe, comes here, why do they need a passport? You know what I'm saying? If the current administration is allowing these people to come here without any documentation, so anybody from other countries can come here by planes through airports. They can come through without any documentation. So they actually don't need any passports. So if you come through JFK or Newark, New Jersey airport, and they ask you for your passport, you can tell them, hey, I feel discriminated. Why are you asking me for a passport when an illegal at the south border in Texas, they don't need a passport. They come here, they got this and that for free. Why should I show you why should I show you a passport? I feel discriminated. So yeah, I mean, I don't know why the Biden administration dismantle Trump's border policy, but let me ask you why the Biden administration is allowing all these you're supposed to say immigrants, but I'm not going to say immigrants, I'm going to say illegals. There you go, perfect. You said it, Bruno. That's the only reason. That's the only reason the current administration is allowing all these illegals to come to the States, so they can all vote Democrat. Yeah, right. We are immigrants, but we're legal. We're legal immigrants. Well, I mean, would I consider myself a immigrant? God, I'm actually neutralized. Would I still consider immigrant? Yeah. I was once a refugee. I was once a refugee. Yep. So maybe some of you know, we came from a civil war. Okay, cool. Yeah, so from we were actually in a civil war in West Africa, Angola. We kind of got chased out of there, went to Portugal, and then we came here. And we came here with scratch. We have nothing. We had nothing, and then we had to start here from the bottom up. And where was the government back then? Now, these people come here and they get a whole bunch of stuff for free. Yeah, but I mean, and I mean, they just gotta work. If you come here legally, you just gotta work for it, work for what you believe. So that's my opinion on that. Yeah, exactly. getting 15,000 cards a year. And then like they're trying to give away, or the Biden calls it the debt. Like if you have any or school tuition or any debt, that they're gonna cover that cost. I mean, so like somebody that's studying to be an attorney, and then once they graduate, they're gonna be making like 80,000, 100,000, or whatever it may be. They can pay it off. They can pay it off afterwards. Cause like I went to college. I got a bachelor's degree in criminal justice. I pay every single penny out of my pocket. The government didn't pay for it. I pay for it. Yeah, I mean, and then like, I mean, I have to do a little bit more search, but the Democrats are saying that the Republicans want to cut off Social Security. I mean, like I said, I have to do a little bit more research on that, but I think that's absurd. But I mean, don't quote me on it. I mean, if you have proof of that, hit me up, and then I can search it. I can do the search. So I've been in 1 hour. I think I'm gonna stay. I don't know if maybe I can stay a little bit longer, or call it off. What do you guys think? You want to stay a little bit longer? Call it off and then come back again next week? Or maybe Friday, I can come back Friday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Here's what we're going to do. Send me a message. Send me a message on my email. If I can see it right there. And what's your availability? For maybe an hour, 2 hours tops. 2 hours tops. Cool. Yeah, come up with what's your availability, and then I'll try to combine that together, that time frame, and then I'll shoot out emails to you, to every one of yous, and then we'll try to come up with a date, and then maybe we can all get together again, and then this way we have a better plan to get together. Sounds like a plan? Yeah, in the meantime, try to get more people. Try to share it. Spread the word. So the more people come, the more people join, and then we can have a wider view, and we can have more discussions. So you guys have anything else to say? You guys are good, or any particular topic? Any questions? If you guys think it's all set, I want to see some hands up. I want to see some hands up on the questions. All right, that's what I'd like to see. All right. So if you want me to continue, either Give me a thumbs up if you want me to end it. Thumbs down. Let's see. Which one, guys? That's it for now? Or continue? You make the call. It's about the viewers, not about me. Uh-oh. I saw a prawn. Oh. All right, I like that. You wanna stay on? All right. Take care. Take care, bro. And send me your contact information. Send me your contact information so I can keep it, and then I'll keep you up to date. All right. I know you just came on, Bella. You have any questions? You wanna share something with us? So I know you probably just came in. We've been trying to discuss some of the issues that's going around. Can be local, nationally, or globally. Whatever concerns, opinions you think that's going on, and you just want to elaborate it, we can discuss, talk about it. And I see Ashley is on, is watching. Thank you for watching. I mean, thank you for supporting the video. Yeah, so any topics you want to talk about, or if you don't have any questions right now, you can scan the QR code, and then send me the questions later. And you send me a question when you can, at least 5 questions or whatever it may be. And then I'm gonna try to do my best to answer them. And then within a week or so, I'll come up again, and I'll try to make another video with these answers, and then I can have the questions that I get, and then I can have some of you answer it. So we'll have fun with these questions. Then I have Craig. Thank you for joining. So that's my goal here, to get the viewers involved. Hello there, Craig. So get the viewers involved, so you can get your voice heard. And because if you don't get your voice heard, I mean, nothing's going to change. Hello, Carla. Thank you for joining. Yeah. So that's what this is about. Whatever topics, policies, whatever you want to just discuss. I mean, we're all respectful here. And we're just here to discuss whatever you have on your mind, and you just want to let it out. So I mean, there's some new people here. You have any questions you want to address? Maybe somebody in the live check and answer, or I can do my best to answer it. on what I think. Or maybe somebody can ask a question and somebody else can answer it. You know, we're all here together. So, questions, thoughts. Everybody's good? Somebody's got to have a question or a thought or a statement. Anybody? Or should I ask a question and some of yous will give your thoughts, opinions, or statements? You want to do it that way? Yeah, that would be nice. Reunion. That would be nice. But who's gonna join? So what questions? So let me see if I can get some questions. Since nobody wants to ask a question, I have to come up with a question. Like the new people that came up, they just came up like 5-10 minutes ago. Some of these questions that I have, some of these questions that I came up, these are more federal side questions. But these are just examples. But like I said, they can be any type of statements, questions, whatever. It can be local. So here's some of these. What do you think Joe Biden's foreign policy differs from previous administrations? What values do you believe Trump and Biden represent? What achievements do you credit to Trump's presidency, and where do you think he fell short? What is your opinion on Donald Trump's economic policies? If you could sit down with either Trump or Biden, what would you ask them? Like I said, these are just some examples, but these are more on the federal side. But it can be anything. I mean, if any of you want to state your thoughts on any of these questions, by all means, go right ahead. So don't be shy. Just answer that up. Write in the comments. All right, come on, anyone. Let's go. Ha ha ha. What do you think on the job economy is? No, he cannot answer any answers, complete sentence. No. Nope. No, he definitely cannot. So what do you think the job economy is? Especially here in Connecticut, is it good? Is it bad? Is it okay? Could be better. Do you need better jobs here? What's your thought on that? Has it increased? Has it decreased? It's about the same. What do you think about that? Anyone? Come on, I'm trying to engage in the conversation here. Anybody? Any of you have any questions? Let me pick on. I'm gonna do like a teacher. Pick on somebody. Shoot up a thumbs up if you want me to call on you for a question. Nobody? Okay. Yeah, we need to make at least enough money as the illegals. Absolutely. Yeah, they get a lot of stuff for free. What can we get that? So if illegals are coming here without any documentation, when somebody overseas or Europe comes here to the United States, do they need a documentation? Do they need a passport? What do you think? Do they need a passport? I mean, the illegals come here, they don't show any documentation when they come here to the States. Well, why should we, or why should anybody else? Yeah, rumored to be about $3,800 a month plus free medical, dental, prescription. Yep, that's true. I'm gonna pick on somebody. Everybody's quiet. They don't want to ask a good question. Should I ask the last person that entered? Let me see who's in here. Carla, you're with us, right? You can hear, right, Carla? Give me a thumbs up. No, not you. Carla. Carla, give me a thumbs up if you can hear or if you're tuned in. How about you, Ashley? bring them on video. I don't know what this means. Add. Bring up Eddie. Let me see. So I don't know if who else is in here. Well, okay, nothing here. Well, I don't know what this means. Um, come on. How about I can't. I don't see her. Is Carla here? Is Carla watching? Give me a thumbs up, Carla. And Ashley, I know I saw Annabella before. Um, what oh man, okay. All right, come on. Anybody else? Try to pick on somebody here. There we go. There she is. Why? He's watching. Come on. I don't know if she. Is she what? Are you able to hear now, Ashley? Um, who else is in here? So I mean, some of these people, I don't know if they're able to participate. I don't know what's going on. Um, I wish they were either give me a thumbs up or something, so I know that things are working at your end. Um, so should we end it here? Um, yeah, I'm hoping that everybody that's here can get through and hit me up on the QR code and send me your contact info so I can keep you up to date. Next time I'm going to do another video session like this so we can all come together and participate in questioning or statements or whatever your opinion is. Oh, all right. Hey, Manny, what's good? All right. Thank you for joining. Appreciate it. Um, yes, all is well. So you just tuned in um, for this stream. Um, I'm doing try to get people together and what they have um, any thoughts, opinions they have on it can be either local, national, or global. Any questions they may have, any questions you may have that concerns you, your opinions, and that's what we're here. Um, to many that you just got here, if you scan this code, give me your information, or if you have any questions, send it through my email, and then I'll try to answer some of your questions. And then when I get a whole bunch of questions, I'm going to answer them to the best possible I can. And then I'll hit everybody up so we can all come back together. And then I can either have with the questions that I got from the viewers, I can have some of you answer it, and then uh, I can I can express what I came up with, and and um, and then my other goal is I would like to get some experts in this field and try to help us in some of these questions. Um, yeah, good to see you, Manny. I missed you the other day at on Friday. Uh, yeah, so I'm trying to get the the viewers here on this live chat trying to in participate in some of the question statements uh, that they want to let their voices heard. And this is what um, yeah. So yeah, if you want to express any of your thoughts that you have what's going around, Any conspiracies that you think between the current administration, the past administration? Make a statement. Um, so that's what this stream is about. And cool. Now I know there's two of yous in here. You probably just want to kind of low back, huh? That's fine. At least give me a food. At least give me a thumbs up. Okay, I don't know how that happened, but okay. That those fireworks in the background, that was cool. Um, so yeah, there's two people in here. If you can give me a thumbs up, I would greatly appreciate it. All right. How about the other two girls, female? The other two females in here. I want to see their thumbs up here. And make sure you're give me your info so I can contact you next time I come on. Um, and we'll really appreciate if you uh, go to my YouTube channel, POD, Politics of Deception, and support me there. All right, Manny. Thank you for stopping by. Appreciate it. Support. All right, hit me up on through email so I can keep you up to date. I don't know yet, Craig. Uh, I gotta if everybody can inform me when they're available time, then I can combine some of those timing, combine them all together, and then I'll send out an email and asking everybody a time frame if this is good for them, so we can all come back again. All right, Manny. Good night. See you next time. Oh, yeah. So grab your phone. Yeah, grab your phone. Uh, get that picture. As if you were taking a picture. Grab that. And then you'll see like yellow things. Oh, okay, gotcha. All right, cool. Perfect. Um, um, so, peoples. Okay, who was that? All right, Ashley, come on. I want to see your thumbs up, Ashley. Ashley, did you saw many? Uh, so maybe they can't bring them on video. They probably just want to stay back. I don't know. I don't know. So, what do you guys think? Shall we end it here? Continue with more discussions. Continue with more discussions. Give me a thumbs up. Want to end it? Okay, so that's one thumbs up. And then you want to end it till next time? Thumbs down. Let's see who's gonna win. I got one thumbs up. I want to see. I want to see two more. Two more, either thumbs up or a thumbs down. Till next time. Yeah, I will. I will, Craig, and I'll let you know. I'll let you know next time that we're gonna chat and try to get some questions. Good questions, all right. Um, so everybody got this right? Okay, good. If you haven't got this, I want to see a thumbs down. Anybody? Trying to find. Uh, no. Come on. I think it's this one. Okay. All right. What else, guys? So, you guys don't want to participate. Get out of here. All right, so nobody wants to participate anymore. So I guess we're gonna call it off. Sounds good. And that's about it, guys. All right, till next time. And I'll try to keep everybody informed. I don't know if it's next Monday or this Friday. Be good for everybody. So, all right, thumbs up. Till next time. All right, good night, and thank you all for participating. Make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel. Will be greatly appreciated. Pod, P-O-D. And see you next time. Okay? Or if you want to hit me up afterwards on a private message, that's good too. Good night. No, I got to shut it off here.